Hi everyone! In today's class, we have another work from home yoga series, and today we are going to focus on the hands, well, particularly the wrists. Okay, so if you find your wrists a little bit sore or tired from being on the computer a lot or maybe on your phone a lot, okay, try out this class. But for this class, we are going to use resistance bands. Okay, so I got these ones from Decathlon. These are the small ones that are already looped. Okay, if you don't have this and you have the long resistance bands, you can make a loop out of that. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we'll start in a tabletop position. Okay, and then just establishing a baseline with how your hands feel here. So you can spread the fingers wide. Okay, and then maybe shift your weight side to side. And then from here, we'll start to draw circles. Okay, so circles with your body, but focus a bit more on reaching forward. Okay, so that we get that stretch at the wrists. Okay. Now you can make it into bigger circles if you like. Now if you also want to add the hips, you can also make the circle a bit bigger, so we also target the side body. Okay, and then from here, we'll go the other direction. Okay, drawing those circles again as we breathe in and out. Now as you draw the circles, maybe we'll add, okay, trying to move the fingers. Okay, trying to drum the fingers as we draw the circles. Then maybe you'll go the other direction again. Okay. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll release. Okay. Now this time, you'll start to move your fingers. You'll point your fingers towards the long edge of your mat. Okay. And then see how this feels. You can shift from side to side. Okay. Or maybe shift forward and backward. Okay. So I know we might have a few issues with the wrist, so always adjust if needed. Okay, now if at this angle it's not that comfortable, you can always change the angle of your hand. Okay. So again, just moving forward and backward. Okay. Maybe you might add a few circles here. Okay. As we breathe in and out. Okay. And then we'll go the other direction, drawing those circles again. Okay. Now, as you shift forward, make sure that you push away from the mat. All right, one more breath. And then from here, this time, we'll start to point our fingers towards the knees. Okay, so for most, this might already feel quite intense. Okay, so in any of our practice, we don't want to force, or we never force the stretch. Okay, so if at this point you already feel it and it's good enough, stay here. Okay, but maybe for some, you can just slowly shift back. Okay, just shifting back. Okay, maybe pulsing forward and backwards. We'll feel the stretch at the forearm here and at the wrist. Okay, so the wrist is in an extended position. Okay. Now if it if it feels good to hold leaning back, you can stay here. Okay, spread the fingers wide. If you want to explore, maybe you'll try to press your fingertips down. Okay, so I'm trying to drum my fingers, not necessarily lifting the fingers away from the mat, but just pressing one finger down on the mat. Okay, alternating pressing them down. One more breath. So from here, we'll release. Okay, so we'll come back to resetting the hands to the original position. So we've been doing the stretch from an extended position for the wrist. So this time we'll do the stretch in a flexed position for the hands. Okay, so let me just move towards the center of the mat. Okay, so from here, we'll press the back of our palms down on the mat. And then you'll feel the nice stretch here at the top of the wrist, and you'll also feel it at portions of your forearms. Okay, and then go ahead, as you press as you gently press down on the mat, okay, find the action as if you want to drag your hands forward, okay, or as if you want to slide your hands forward as you press them down. Okay, so any amount of effort here. Okay. Maybe you will bend the elbows slightly if it's too intense. Okay, and remember, you can always scale back, right, as we breathe in and out. Okay. One more breath here, and then from here we'll slowly release. Okay, we'll come up, and then you can just gently shake off the hands, maybe interlace the fingers. Okay, draw circles. One more breath. And then from here, shake it off. Okay, so I'll face you guys. Okay, now this time, okay, we'll do a wave. Interlace the fingers and then just do the wave for the hand. Okay, so this is one of my go-to hand or wrist release. Okay, so lead with one hand and then lead with the other hand. Okay, you can make it into a big wave, or just baby waves or small waves. All right, and then we'll shake it off. Another wrist release that we can do as well. Okay, you can press again the back of the palms together, and then from here, point your fingers towards you, point them down, and then point them forward. So you're drawing that circle. Okay, drawing that circle as you gently press the back of the hands together. Yes, we breathe in and out. Okay, one more cycle here. And then from here, if you want to do a hold, if this is where you need the stretch, maybe do tiny half circles with the hands. Okay. And then we'll release. We'll shake it off. Okay, or draw circles with the wrists again. All right. Now, for this portion, okay, I have resistance bands. So they are already, these are the small resistance bands that are looped. Okay, you can use the long ones and then maybe loop it. Okay, so I have 3 levels. One that's easy, one that's about medium, and then one that's really hard. Okay, so I'm going to work with the medium resistance. Okay, now what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to bring the resistance band onto the hands like so. Okay, so when we work with this, you'll also actually feel it at the shoulders, at the arms, so it's not just the wrists. Okay, so from here, you'll spread the fingers wide. Okay, elbows underneath the shoulders, chest nice and open, belly draws in. Okay, and then from here, you're going to press your hands against the resistance band, and then you can hold here. Okay. Now, when you do that, okay, you'll feel, I also feel it in my shoulders. Okay, I also feel my shoulder blades stabilizing on my back. Okay, one more breath, and then from here we'll release. So you can do that a few times. Okay, as you spread the fingers wide, just gently press against the resistance band. Okay, just observe if your shoulders will start to droop forward. Keep the chest nice and open, and then we'll release. And then explore making a fist. Okay, making a fist like so, and then you're going to press out against the band. Okay, and then breathe in and out, and then observe. Okay, so I also feel this at my shoulders here, also at the delts. Okay, as we breathe in and out. So why do we need to do this for our wrists? Okay, so if we also strengthen the muscles that pull on the wrist, so in the forearms and the upper arms and the shoulders, that will also make for supple, healthy wrists and also strong arms. Okay, so again, you can do this a couple of times. Okay, pressing against the band and then releasing. Okay. Another work that we can do with the resistance band. Okay, so you'll hold one end like so, so palm facing up, and then from here, okay, so you make a fist, and then you're going to pull the other end down. Okay, so resisting. Okay, so resisting the band or the wrist from extending too much, so going in this direction. So can you keep your fingers or the wrist in line with the elbows as you try to pull it down? Okay. Now, I know pulling down on the band is also work. What you can do is you can anchor the band. Okay, maybe let's try. Let me anchor it on my foot. Okay, you can explore it that way. Anchor it and then try to pull up. Okay. Now you'll also feel this at the biceps, but where I also would like you to feel it is at the forearms, and then try to pull it up. So resisting the wrist from extending too much. All right. So hold steady here. One more breath, and then from here we'll release. Okay. And then let's switch sides. So it was helpful for me to anchor it on my foot. Okay, so make a fist holding one end of the band, okay, and then making sure it's in line. So we're not going this way, you're keeping the arm in this shape. Okay, and then go ahead, pull up, okay, pulling up here. Nice, as we breathe in and out. Okay, so observe what happens to the upper arm, the elbow. Is it starting to wing out? Okay, can you still keep the elbow underneath the shoulder? Okay, one more breath here. And then from here, we'll slowly release. All right. And then you can shake off the wrists. Okay. You can draw circles. Okay. You can do the wave. Okay. And then see how the hands feel. Okay. And then you can repeat any of those exercises. So I hope you enjoy. Namaste. So I hope your wrists are feeling much better. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, any specific requests. Don't be shy to ask. I would like to thank you for watching. This is Every Yoga by Jo and Daya, sharing everyday yoga for everybody.